how I did in my Teachers Pay Teacher store for the month of February. And we're focusing in more on marketing and what I'm doing to actually drive traffic to my store so I can make more sales. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel from the Behavior Check-In, and I'm a K-12 behavior specialist, but I'm also a TPT creator and I'm a content creator, and I share monthly my TPT income reports with you because it's just a part of what I do. I create resources for teachers that help make their lives easier with IEP compliance and data collection and some social emotional resources. And I've been a Teachers Pay Teachers creator now for 3 years, and I would say 2 years really taking it seriously, and I typically average anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month. I'm not a super large TPT seller, but I feel I'm at the point where my store is really healthy and I'm consistently bringing in sales, and I think it's really helpful to have a realistic view of what a healthy store looks like, what my journey looks like. I know a lot of people now are thinking of starting a Teachers Pay Teacher store, and I think it's really helpful to see what the potential is. And I think it's really helpful to hear this information from someone who's not trying to sell you a course. I'm just being fully transparent and sharing my journey with you. Also, that being said, I'm not an expert. I am just someone who creates resources and shares with you what I'm doing so that hopefully you can be successful too, because I firmly believe there's enough success in the universe for all of us, so why would I gatekeep? But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and talk about how my store did for the month of February. Now, February was a super short month. We know this. Thank goodness February is a short month because we're always in the thick of it, right, as teachers. But I feel like I did really well. And so I'm going to dive in real fast to my analytics. So my total earnings for February were $542.26. So last year at the same time, I made $434.94. So that is about a 25% growth increase over the course of the year. So I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, February can be hit or miss, but I feel like things have been a little bit slower in general from a lot of creators. And I think it's just because people are being mindful of money. I've talked about that in my other videos. I think there's also some districts are really anti Teachers Pay Teachers. That has an impact. Some schools had a week-long break in February. February is a short month. So overall, I feel like that was pretty solid. I'm happy with that. Once again, I would love to make more, but there was a time when I was only making $25 a month. So this is a huge win. So my goal for February was just to kind of keep on keeping on. I know that February is a really tough month for me, mentally and all the things I'm trying to balance. So I knew February wasn't going to be a huge month. And I was like, I'll do what I can. And I'm really going to try to promote more on social media. I didn't go super hard on the promoting on social media, other than my YouTube video that I had, and then I did some Instagram. So really maybe 2 promotions. So let's dive into kind of what really brought traffic to my store and what was really bringing in the money. So pulling up my analytics, it looks like the majority of my traffic came from direct sources. So that's directly within the Teachers Pay Teachers ecosystem. This is because I have been a seller for a while. I have sold products that have gotten highly rated. So this is pushing me up in search. This is one of those things that if you are a new seller, it's kind of it takes time. SEO and keywords really do help, but time and having sales and having people buy your product and having people rate your product all are very helpful in getting them higher in search. So when people are looking for something, they find your product first, they're more likely to click on it. So that is pretty much what this is saying right here. My second biggest driver was YouTube. So thank you to everybody who watches my videos and supports my store by buying my products. Also, thank you to everybody who just watches and supports me by watching. So that has been really helpful because if you don't buy a product and you watch, it still is helping me get my products out there and in front of people because the algorithm is like, oh, people watch your content. So then they share all of my content, including my behavior strategies content, my Teachers Pay Teacher content, and my products. So I really appreciate everybody who promotes that. So I feel like YouTube has been the most helpful, at least this month. Sometimes it's TikTok, sometimes it's Instagram. It really just varies. But it looks like for the past little while, YouTube has been my biggest growth engine outside of organic reach inside the Teachers Pay Teachers ecosystem. So here's where it gets really interesting. So overall, my conversion rate this month was around 8.5. And that's actually really strong in Teachers Pay Teachers, so I'm super happy for that. So my strongest products were my systems and data tools, no surprise, this is how it typically is, my caseload and compliance resources, and my goal tracking tools. So basically that's telling me that my audience is continually looking for systems and ways to make everything easier for them and managing their time and their caseloads. So for me as a creator, that tells me that I need to continue making resources like that because that's what my client base wants. That's what my buyers are looking for. And so I need to continue going in that direction. Yes, I do make products that I use at work and then I go ahead and sell them on Teachers Pay Teachers and then they get some sales, but that's not my bread and butter. So in terms of developing my whole store, I need to focus on what the people are asking for and what sells. So I did launch a new product this month and I launched it the last week of February, so I didn't see a lot of traction, but I'm hoping to see more traction in the month of March and April, especially as we start looking at compliance deadlines for special education. So I also think it's going to have a big growth in the fall, but I was wanting to get it out early so that it has a chance to sit in the system, get some sales, get some reviews, and hopefully by the time we get to back to school season, it really gets some traction. So this is my evaluation timeline tracker, and this is something I've been working behind the scenes on for a while. So I'm not going to go super in depth in it because I'm actually doing a full walkthrough in my next video where I'll break down everything that I have in there, but I'm super excited about this product because I feel like it is such a huge time saver. It is something that I actually created for myself to keep track of all the things that I have to keep track of for evaluations, and I needed something. Like the management system that we had through school just wasn't cutting it. I felt like I needed something that was more niche that I could have up on my computer all times that wasn't logging me out, that I had to like multi-factor authorize, you know what I mean? All the big words to get back in. And I just wanted to have it sitting there so I could see it. And I knew what I had to do. For me, that just brings clarity. So I created that for myself. And then I was like, you know what, this could benefit other teachers. So I went ahead, customized it a little bit for everybody and listed on Teachers Pay Teachers. And I will be talking about that in my next video. So really my big thing that I learned for the month of February is that I am developing more as a trust-based seller and people are coming to me repeatedly for those resources that support their systems and what they need to stay organized. So I'm going to continue to do that. And also that marketing isn't necessarily about visibility and virality on social media. It's really about what actually brings people to your store and makes sales. I think oftentimes we think, oh my gosh, this video didn't go viral or only got like 6 views. Well, 6 views that ultimately turn into 6 sales is still better than thousands of views that bring in no sales. So I think it's really important to make sure that you just have that conversion and you're mindful about it. It's so easy on social media to get caught up in vanity metrics. But when you're using the videos and the content that you create to funnel to your store, it's really not even about that. It's about what actually converts and gets people to buy. I'm doing that mindset shift myself because it is really easy for me to get caught up on the metrics, especially in Instagram, the vanity metrics, and YouTube, because YouTube is a slow burn. It takes months and months for my videos to build traction, and I have to be mindful of that and not like get all of my feelings about it. If you use social media to promote your Teachers Pay Teachers products, you can get frustrated because you don't get that instant like gratification of having a lot of views unless you're one of those really lucky people that does. But once again, is it converting to sales? That's the most important takeaway for that. Views mean nothing and they make me no money if they don't convert to sales. So moving forward to March, my goal is to create some more products and hopefully grow my evaluations tracker. I have another tracker that I'm working on as well. It's just been really labor intensive and it's not ready to launch yet. I have to work out all the bugs, but I know that when I do launch it, it's going to be a big game changer. I think it's really going to drive a lot of sales and possibly even become a flagship product in my store. So I'm really looking forward to that, but I want to make sure that when I release it, it is ready to go and I have worked out all the bugs. So hopefully I will be able to finish it in the month of March. That is my ultimate goal. If not, that's fine. I'll keep working on it. I want it to be complete and I want it to be right, not just done. So that's really the goal that I have. And I will continue to promote my products via social media since I think that really does help me. But I'm also going to continue to do more research on SEO and keywords because I think that helps too. I think about things like my PDA resources that I have. Those haven't been on Teachers Pay Teachers very long. Primarily what pushed those was social media and SEO because there wasn't a lot of products that addressed resources for PDA that it ranked in search really, really fast. And I got a lot of sales for that. So keywords do help, and building products that people don't have help as well. If you're in a really overly saturated niche, you're probably going to have to rely pretty heavily on marketing. But if you have something that people really, really need and there's not a lot of it, you can probably make sales pretty quickly just organically on the site without marketing. So that's kind of what I've learned and what I've observed. Like I said, not trying to sell you a course, not some brilliant Teachers Pay Teachers creator that makes $6,000, $7,000 a month. No, I'm not one of those people, but this is realistic. The odds that you're going to make $6,000 to $7,000 a month are not realistic. Let's be real. And if someone's trying to tell you that you're going to do that, they're probably just trying to sell you something. So I'm just trying to be real with you and what you can expect. And I really do think that making $500 a month is huge. That is a car payment for a lot of people. That's money towards a vacation for a lot of people. For some people, that really helps bridge the gap between bills and income and make ends meet. So if I can help people just have a little bit more comfort in their lives through their sales, then I will 100% do it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this, once again, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. This really helps me and the algorithm bring this message to more teachers, more people who would like to sell on Teachers Pay Teachers, more people who are looking for some insights. It also helps me because I do get those views from YouTube. I also am able to push out my content as well, and I really appreciate it. And that's something you can do for free that supports me. You don't have to buy any of my products or anything. Just watching this video, liking, sharing, and subscribing. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I will catch you next Sunday.